Hi everyone, my name is Charlotte Harry. I am the author of Life, Death, and Grief, a Mother-Daughter Story, and its corresponding workbook. I see that there aren't many people here just yet. I'm not seeing anyone popping up. So I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to log on. Once you get here, if you'll just click the little like button or the smiley face button or the angry button, however you feel, just to let me know that you are here and that you've made it. And while I'm waiting on you guys to get here, I've been informed that there's a little magical wand. So we can have a little fun here before we start talking about sad stuff like grief. Let's see, what does this wand do? What does it do? Oh, magic! Can see me better and see my place better. This is awesome. All right, well, since we are still waiting on a few more people, I am not going to hold us up any further. Again, my name is Charlotte Harry. I am the author of Life, Death, and Grief, a mother-daughter story. It's 7 o'clock, y'all. I'm tired. Been up all day. Please forgive me. And its corresponding workbook. I consider myself very much a grief warrior. After experiencing the traumatic loss of my mother back in 2014, with who this project and set of books was started and inspired by. The purpose of this live feed is to encourage others and share my personal experience with how grief has affected my children and my sister. I wanted to get to know a few of you a little bit better, but I see some of you are a little gun shy and haven't made any comments or haven't introduced yourselves. So I'll just let you guys pop in and make your comments and introduce yourselves as we go along throughout this, and I'll keep it rolling and keep it moving because I know it is, it's late here in the Central Time Zone, and if you're on the West Coast, it's even later there, and if you're on the East Coast, then it's well, you can tell I'm not good with time zones. But anyway, I know that the times are different in different places, and it is the evening time in most of the continental United States, so you guys probably have things to do. So the way that I want to start out this discussion is with a quote from my daughter, my 5-year-old daughter, who was 3 at the time of my mother's accident and when she passed away. And then we'll go right in. She says to me, "Mommy, I miss her so much. I see her pictures. I see her things, but she's not here. Why won't she come back?" And if you're a mom or a dad or a parent, a grandparent, an aunt or an uncle, and you have a little one that you love ask you that painful question, it's one of the most difficult questions that you'll ever have to answer when dealing with your child. I know for certain I was, and it was tough for me. My baby was 3, and it's still tough. She's almost 6 years old now, and it's still a tough question to answer for her because sometimes she still has those questions. Just to give you a little bit of background on my mother and my daughter, they were very close before she passed away. So she took it extremely hard when she found out the news that Grandma had been hurt. And don't get me wrong, we did not lie to her when we told her of my mother's initial passing. We told her that she died, but in her mind, because she's a child, she processed it as Grandma is just hurt really bad, and it's going to be a while before I see her again. As the time went on, the reality started to set in for her that Grandma was not coming home. For many, many days and nights, she cried, asking for her. And in the beginning, it was very tough because I was still dealing with my own grief. I was still in the infancy of dealing with my grief and dealing with my own emotions and processing the loss of my mother and not knowing exactly what had happened on the day that she died. But over the years, I've implemented a few things, and I'm going to share these few nuggets of knowledge with you, and I hope that they help you just as they've helped me and my family. So on days when she's feeling particularly sad and when she's grieving, because let's face it, kids grieve too. Children grieve. They may show it differently, but they grieve too. And we have to, as parents and as leaders, be very careful with how we direct our kids through our grief. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm not here to condemn or condone your spirituality. Your spirituality is your own. And how you handle these conversations and where you tell your kids your deceased loved one has gone once they've passed away is your choice and your choice alone. But I will tell you this, the way that me and my family have dealt with it and how we have helped my daughter through getting through her grief and through her depression is in this way. On the days when she's feeling particularly low, we go and we sit by our prayer space and we meditate. We look at pictures of Grandma. We look at videos of Grandma. We think of the wonderful times that we had with Grandma. And that is how we heal. For more tips on how to effectively cope with grief and how to coach your kids through grief in a counselor-like way, not in any way to condemn or to tell you what religion to follow, we will be having a Navigating Through the Waves of Grief seminar that will be coming up in March of 2018. During this program, we will have a specialized center with teachers who are educated and have the material to help your kids understand grief, understand death, and understand life after death. It is my solemn wish that these few nuggets of knowledge and that these few words of encouragement that I've given to you help you through your time and help you along your path. And as we close, I also want to let you know a few other things. The drawing for the gift card is still going on. Please continue to like the page and share it. Without you guys following and spreading the word about our Healing 100 Hearts mission, we would have not reached the level that we've reached yet. We have now 117 followers, and that is all thanks to you, family and friends. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because having those followers and having these people to communicate and share stories with have truly been a source of my own healing. And for that, I want to thank you. So thank you so much. Please continue to like the page, share the page, drop a friend's name in the comments that you think this message could inspire and could help. Our workbook and our book has been published now on our official website. We have our own website now. So now not only can you have access to the grief workbook and the grief book that I wrote and co-wrote with my mother, but you can also get it at an incredible discount, because we are running a promotion to commemorate the grand opening of our online store. So all you have to do is just click the Shop Now button on our Facebook page, and you'll be able to access that discount and those products there. There's also some other things there that like the grief t-shirt for the support group that I have created and will be inviting you to once you've gotten a copy of the book, because the grief group that we're going to be chatting in and talking about is going to have a lot of material coming straight from that book. So without that book, you guys won't really know exactly what I'm talking about. So do definitely get yourself a copy. After the $50 gift card drawing that we will be announcing the winner for on October the 22nd, we're also going to be doing a drawing for the first 20 people that purchase their early bird ticket to the grief seminar that will be held here in Maumelle, Arkansas. The seminar is going to be incredible. It's going to be filled with 3 wonderful speakers, including myself, with a lot of grief coping mechanisms. There's going to be people there from, there's going to be a speaker who is a highly anointed man who is of the Christian faith. There's going to be one who's a highly anointed man who is of the pagan faith. And we will have a highly spiritual and intelligent and just in tune lady who is a Buddhist come in and speak. We'll also be offering healing therapy through Reiki, massage therapy, and through art therapy. So if you are a devout, anything other than what that particular speaker is speaking on for that hour, then you can take that time to go and indulge in one of those therapies. And all of that, including your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, will be included in the price of your ticket. There is a special going on the ticket right now. Those tickets are on sale. And as I said before, there will be a drawing for a special gift to the first 20 people who purchase a ticket to the event via Eventbrite. That can also be found on our website. That can be found through this Facebook page. Until I see you guys again on October the 22nd, I just want to say thank you for following me. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you so very much for being here and for being a part of this conversation. Grief is some tough stuff. It's really hard to get through, and it takes a village. So I want to thank you so much for being a part of my village and being here. And as always, bright blessings. We love you. We wish you the very best in your healing. And let's all get there together. Until next time, see you later. Bye, guys.